Well, my workshop was called The Power of Production, and I'm an elementary teacher, so I tried to highlight some of the production projects I've done with kids. And as an elementary teacher, you don't see a lot yet of media instruction, formal media instruction going on. So I'm quite lucky that I have a great school I work at, Grenoble Public School, and I teach media literacy there from grades 1 to 5. And my big ideas for the teacher candidates were that it's doable, that although I show a lot of tech projects on computers or video, you don't have to do any of that. It could all be done in low-tech ways. I tried to show that as well. The other big idea was that you need to integrate for sure. You can't just, okay, today's media literacy day. You gotta, do some media literacy, but then kind of throw that science in there when you're doing the media text. And the other last idea was that if you want to get good production, you really have to do good teaching. So you really have to kind of take apart and deconstruct that media text that you're going to then have them make. Right now, things like graphic novels, comics are so huge. So using the licensed software, the OSPAC software like Comic Life or Bitstrips to tell a story that way. I'm lucky enough to have a few video cameras in my lab, so we can, the grade 5s can look at PSAs and then design their own. I think the other thing too is that these young kids, they can do it with the right instruction, the right equipment, and the time. They are able to do this, and I think some people shy away from that with respect to giving young kids the power to hold the camera themselves. They can do it, Well, I think kids, especially young kids, they barely are, they're very literal. They look at what's in front of them. No way usually are they looking behind this frame. They don't know what's going on back there. They don't understand how that all works. And very often they're not actually getting all the messages I'm discovering, especially in my school. It's an ESL school. So I'm teaching kids that are arriving in Canada with very little English and trying to get them to do some of this concept work is very difficult. But I find that once they have a little bit of a chance to look at how it works and to take it apart, then they are a little more critical. Then they do see that they're getting duped by a little toy inside this package or things like that. So I think they start off not seeing that stuff, and then I think at the end, hopefully, they have gleaned that little information about, just in a small way, like how they're being enticed to make different choices. Well, the other big hot topic in education is differentiation, so that kind of plays perfectly into the ESL. And also really hot right now is assessment, so with our new assessment document. So I think those things kind of play. I think teachers have to look for ways of giving kids a variety of opportunities to show what they know. So I'm teaching media literacy. I really not teaching their writing skills. So I do a lot of having them talk to the computer, hold up their work, and they kind of do an interview to the computer, which I can record and then I can look later, I can watch later. So like orally, a lot of students are better talking about it than writing about it. Well, still other kids will have difficulty, maybe expressing themselves, but by looking for other creative ways, you can get to that knowledge, but you have to be able to give them the opportunity to make different choices, and you have to really kind of think ahead of time. It's just like a lot of thinking ahead of time to think, okay, I know the student's going to have a problem. How can I set them up? Do I need a word list? Do I need something there? Do I need to scribe for them? Do I need to interview them to get the information out?